this story is going to take a different turn. Guys, get ready because it is an election year. We are here, 2024, and it looks like it's going to be Biden versus Trump round 2. If you saw Rocky 1, Rocky 2 is upon us, guys. We have a sequel. So with that being said, I'm going to share a little bit of information right now. Both men actually came to Georgia after Biden did his State of the Union address. They had an event in Atlanta, Georgia for Biden and in Rome, Georgia for Trump. And both of them were able to speak about what they're going to do for the country and how they plan to make things better for all of us, the constituents and the people around. So with that being said, I want to go ahead and get into the story. And I'm going to play a little audio for you guys so you can kind of hear some of what they say is going on. All right, with this new one, here we go.
President Joe Biden and former President Donald Trump in dueling campaign rallies this weekend. Both rivals in the critical swing state of Georgia, laying out the stakes for this election.
Our freedoms are literally on the ballot this November.
The president aiming to lock in the image of a feisty commander-in-chief projected at his State of the Union address. Biden continuing the themes raised, the fight for democracy and reinstating Roe v. Wade and increasing taxes on the wealthy. Biden pointing to his predecessor who is rallying in Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene's district.
All right.
Our new poll completed after Biden's address last week shows Trump holding a 3-point lead over the president, but 30% say they trust neither candidate. Biden's campaign launching a $30 million ad blitz, touting his accomplishments and joking about his age.
Look, I'm not a young guy. That's no secret.
A day after the president's visit to the swing state of Pennsylvania.
But here's the deal. I understand how to get things done for the American people.
President Biden in New Hampshire today, where he's...
All right. That's enough of that. So at any rate, I'm going to go ahead and just give you guys more information on the story. So as you heard it, yes, both men were in Georgia. Both men had launched their campaigns. Biden saying pretty much, hey, if you guys give me a Congress and a Senate, I'm going to overturn Roe v. Wade. We're going to make everything back to where it was before. We're going to, tax the rich and hopefully, give money to all you guys out there. And then Trump, on the other hand, is letting people know, hey, if I get in, I'm going to fix the economy. It's going to be prosperity for all. And we're going to go ahead and lock down that border. We're going to get control of some of the chaos that's been going on in some of our states. And that's pretty much the bag of where we're at. So just going by those polling numbers, Trump is leading right now. We see Biden and him are very close. And then there's that 30% margin of those that don't know what they're going to do just yet. I suspect what's going to end up happening is these people are going to start to speak out more and project more the closer we get to November. Right now, we had a lot of court cases going on with the former president. So they're waiting for some of those things to clear out to see what the outcome is going to be. The Supreme Court has a decision to make weighing down. They made one a couple of weeks ago or days ago that was in his favor. So now this next one, whether a president can exonerate themselves, is a whole new case that they have to present. So it's a lot going on. There's a lot at stake and a lot of people are rallied up. Basically, according to NBC News, it says Biden and Trump are tied in the polls. Democrats have mixed feelings about it. Donald Trump is polling even with President Biden and is likely in the 2024 rematch, sparking mixed feelings among Democrats 14 months from Election Day. Some are alarmed by the neck-and-neck race, while Biden campaign officials and other allies downplay the recent polls as meaningless this early in the cycle. But there's one thing that Democratic strategists agree on. An insurrection scheme and a torrent of criminal charges won't be enough to stop the former president and runaway Republican primary frontrunner from returning to the White House. One said despite awaiting trial on 91 felony counts, Trump is a coin flip away from the presidency. Dan Pfeiffer, a former advisor to President Barack Obama, wrote, because of the Electoral College and our highly polarized politics, we should assume that every presidential election will depend on a number of voters smaller than the attendees of a Taylor Swift concert. Man, that man threw Taylor Swift under the bus. At any rate, this is a CNN poll released Thursday found Trump leading Biden by 1 point, 47 to 46%. A Wall Street Journal survey published September 3rd found them tied at 46 each. A New York Times and Siena College poll taken in late July found Biden and Trump tied at 43 apiece. The former president is currently polling stronger against Biden than he did at any point in 2020, where he trailed by as many as 10 points and never came within 3 points in the 538 average. So what does this mean? What should we take from this? I'm gonna say this, guys. And as you saw the scroll at the bottom, it said the independent voice. I am an independent, and when I say independent, I mean it in every sense of the word. I once, as a youth, grew up, as most African American or blacks, as a Democrat. Starting out, I think 18 years old. Of course, mom and dad say, "You're a Democrat." "Oh, I'm a Democrat." I bet. So I voted Democrat. As I got a little older and as I began to see things that are going on, and especially particularly in the party that I thought I was originally a part of, I didn't care for it. So I've been one that have been known to flip. Sometimes, Democrat, sometimes Republican. Now Democrat. Okay, now Republican, or none of the above. I'll put Jesus Christ on the ballot and let everybody else sort this out and vote on the local issues, who my local sheriff is, who's going to be the commissioner, the county commissioner, who's going to be the secretary of state or my governor. On a local level. I definitely feel like everybody should be involved somewhat on a local level, but I know a lot of people who are a little disgruntled with national politics, particularly when it comes to DC and the White House. Like, we can't get nothing done. It's like we're struggling, as a people, be it gas prices, be it prices of groceries and inflation, be it job and wages. There's not too many things people are happy about right now. And some of you right now are probably lining up in the chat ready to tell, like, "Yo, Micah, my problem is I'm mad at this, I'm mad at that." I'm not mad at you. Share it. Go ahead and let it all out, because your voices need to be heard. And I want to read it because, I want to be able to cover some of these type of topics on future shows as we discuss, various things of a political nature as well. But I want to say this, that it's time for people to stop taking their constituents for granted. It's time to recognize that there are an army of people coming up that ain't buying that same old bait and switch. That I could promise you, vote for me, I'll set you free. And then when you get in office, you turn a cold shoulder and act like you never knew me. Or, you promising me that you're going to do X, Y, Z, and then it never comes through. A lot of people ain't feeling that no more. And I'm speaking as an independent. I'm just letting you know, as an independent, completely unaffiliated with either party, I will flip in a heartbeat, depending on who I think is in the best interest of what my agenda or my family's agenda is. And the reason why some have to vote that way is because we voted people in and we're left with empty promises. We're left hanging every time. You know what I mean? They promise, "Oh, we're going to reform this. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. We're going to change this. Oh, it's going to get better. You're going to be able to feed your family." And these things get worse and worse and worse. Meanwhile, there's two extremes. You're either extremely rich or extremely poor, or headed to one of those two extremes somewhere. So my advice right now to everybody out there and to the candidates themselves is put up or shut up. Make sure that you deliver on your promises, whatever they may be, and that you don't take your base for granted, because it could easily change. I wish there was like a third party that could really like shake things up. And I know some of y'all are saying, "Well, what about JFK Jr.? You got him. You got the Green Party and all." I know, y'all. I know, but we all know at the end of the day, there's only two parties that are probably going to be at the top, and it's either Republican or Democrat. And based on where your moral values are, where your financial goals are, or what your moral, your lifestyle choices are, whatever, you're going to pretty much vote one of those two, or you're going to sit this one out, whichever you decide. My thing is to try to inform you of what's going on and what I'm hearing in the streets. So I'm going to be following a little bit more closely this year. I'm going to be sharing. I know my earlier time during the show, I had shared when they first had their first debate. I just shared like a little teaser, but I want to actually start getting deeper into these conversations politically. And if you guys want to join me in that, go ahead and leave a comment in the chat. Let me know. And if you have somebody you want me to interview or to talk to politically, I'd be more than willing to do so on either side. Because like I said, I'm an independent. I don't have a dog in the fight right now, but I have to choose one, obviously, or I have to choose none if I don't feel either candidate. So I'm going to be listening very closely to the debates and see who is offering what, who is doing what, and see what aligns best with my personal interest. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and jump into another story.